Okay. Let's continue yesterday or whatever it was last time we talked. I talked about traffic and how many conversations with qualified prospects do you need to make the number of sales to hit your money target. And I hope that you have set a money target because your subconscious needs it and you need to know. You need to know. Okay. Trying to make as much money as possible is stupid. Okay. Don't do that. That's no target at all. All right. So when we have an idea of how many qualified prospects need budget personality fit, right? Check, 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 that we need to talk to in order to make sales, then we can back out to, well, how many unqualified prospects or people I don't know, right? They're on my list or they just signed up, raised their hands, but I don't really know whether they have need, budget, or personality fit, right? How many of those do I need to go through to get one good one? Now, as I said in the last video, I've always had trouble out here, right, at that unqualified prospect level. I got to grind through like 100 to get one good one, right? And it may not be that bad. It may be like 50 or whatever, but it's still a problem, okay? Whereas if I sold candied apples for $4 a piece, I might have an easier time, right, with that match. Ideally, we'd like 1-to-1-to-1, right? One unqualified prospect to one qualified prospect to one sale. That's fantasy, though. That's never going to happen. Okay. But you can do this yourself. Just get a Google sheet open or a calculator or write it down on a piece of paper or whatever, right? Unqualified leads, qualified leads, and sales. And you can do this yourself. Okay. This is funnel analysis. I used to teach this for $500 for an hour, and it would blow experienced marketers' minds because they never thought about it this way before. And to me, it just seems so simple, but why wouldn't you do that? So you're backing out from the revenue you want to make. That means how many sales do I need to make, which means how many qualified prospects do I need to talk to, and then how many unqualified prospects do I need to bring in or dump into my funnel to get that many, sales out at the end. Okay. So we're estimating at the beginning, and as time goes on, you're going to get better and better at this. But in the beginning, for the first 3 months, we're going to estimate, and then we're going to go back and compare our data, right? Planned versus actual, and then we'll make adjustments. But at the beginning, you got to take your best guess here. But the neat thing about this is when you come out to the unqualified prospects, say it takes like 10 to get one good qualified prospect, right? Now I need to know, right? In order to make 10 sales, I need like, I don't know, 10 times 10, right? Times 10. So we're at 1,000 leads, right? This is why when I've done funnel analysis calls, funnel strategy calls over the last 10 or 12 years with clients, we kind of get freaked out because we come out to that number and it's a big number. It's, hundreds or thousands of leads more every period, month, week, whatever it is that we're looking at than they thought that they needed. And what this translates into is that most business owners are beaten before they start. And the scary thing is they don't even know it. All right. So by doing this sort of analysis, you can do two things. One, you can look at it and go, okay, that's reality. I got to get those leads from somewhere and pour them into the top of my funnel. Where am I going to get them from? Right. I'm going to get some from doing Facebook and lives and running my own group. I'm going to have an email list over here. That's another one. The website's going to bring in a few people in. And I could pay for traffic, right? That's the key dial that you can turn on and off doing that. Now, you might get smarter and go, well, wait a minute, what about joint ventures with people who have, the Venn diagram, right? Two circles overlapping, right? These people have interest in what I have, but they're not competing. You always have a cost of customer acquisition, whether it's blood, sweat, and tears being a keyboard warrior, or whether you're paying for ads or you're giving a commission to a joint venture partner. And a lot of you got to get this through your head. Okay. I've talked to many people over the years who were unwilling to give a commission to a joint venture partner because they were afraid to give up this little bit of money. Well, unbeknownst to you, you're spending $1,000 in your time keyboard warrioring to get a $200 client. I mean, I see this all the time. Okay. So that means you're upside down to begin with. But what I really want to point out here is that number of unqualified prospects every month that needs to be poured into your funnel. Okay. If you can get a joint venture, this is very valuable with buyers, people who have stuck up their hand and said, yeah, I buy, I take out my credit card and I buy. through that joint venture partner, and you're giving them 50%, 30%, even 100% on the front end sometimes, right? We see that a lot. And here's your swipe file to help you do it. What you're getting is a qualified prospect. Okay, so every qualified lead that you get from that joint venture partner, poof, 10 or whatever, right? Unqualified leads, that need for that disappears. This is very powerful. This is a multiplier. I love joint ventures for this very reason. Okay, but you have to use your brain and find people who have good overlap, the right attitude, mindset, and have a list of buyers, proven buyers. There is a big difference between a lead, a prospect, and an actual buyer. Okay. So that's the first thing that you can do, is get a reality check on what do I actually need to be doing here. The second part of it is you can look at this and look at what I call the velocity. In other words, how fast can this process run, and can I process through this many leads through the funnel in the time necessary to make my money target on the other end? Okay, so I got a month. Can I process 1,000 prospects in a month? Okay, if you're doing it manually by phone and typing the emails yourself and all that stuff, no systems, I think you're going to have a bit of trouble, right? It also means that you got to get a lot, right? A lot of leads every day coming in. I mean, say it's 30 days, you're going to work every day. Yeah, 33 leads a day. I'll stick at 30, 33, 34 leads a day that you need to be pulling in from somewhere of unqualified prospects to have a chance, right? If you need 1,000 leads, unqualified leads a month. Okay. So that's rough. And that gives you a chance at the beginning, right? When I help people do this analysis, they're business owners, and they look at it and they go, wow, I can't do that. That's good. That means they're no longer beaten before they start, and they can change their strategy with my help now, right? Go find some joint venture partners, and instead of 1,000, we'll find you 300 buyers as a potential lead source through your joint venture partner. We might have to bump up your pricing a little bit so that you can pay them the commission happily, but maybe not. You're already losing that cost of customer acquisition, whether you're aware of it or not. And then you have a great chance of making the sale out the other side. So instead of busting your butt trying to find 1,000 unqualified leads, go and create one good joint venture relationship with somebody with a 500 buyer list who has overlap with your offer, and you're way ahead of the game, and you used your time effectively. Most people don't use their time effectively. I have a little book that I've been working on about productivity, which is a low value word. I think effectiveness, maybe founder effectiveness. I haven't titled it yet, and I'm in the middle of assembling it. It's going to be one of those Amazon short reads. I'll price it around $7, and it'll be the best money you ever spend, because it's going to outline exactly what I teach my clients to do and what I do to do better. But anyway, big concept today: velocity, right? Mapping out your funnel. Can I actually do this in the time allotted, or else do I need to adjust my business strategy? And remember, final thought, the Jerry Springer final thought here, okay? Most business owners, especially newbies, are beaten before they start, and they have no idea. That should make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, okay? It's not nice, but it's the truth from what I've seen over the last dozen years helping people online. And I just gave you a $500 session for free. Write down what I said, map out your funnel, do plan versus actual, make adjustments after a couple of months when you got some data, and see where you're at, okay? And then look at, where can I improve? There's secrets to this, what I just shared with you. There's more to it that's built in there that I haven't had the time to explain in this video. Maybe we'll get back there, and maybe you just got to buy my Sales on Fire program to get in there and find out what I'm talking about, all right? But I'll see you tomorrow.